Inside this tent, the full array of Hamas firepower, vast in size and very sophisticated. The Israeli army invited the foreign media to come and see for themselves the weapons the terrorists used in their October 7th onslaught on southern Israel. Some of these weapons were left by the terrorists before they withdrew and went back to Gaza. Other arms were captured after terrorists were killed in battles.
This tire, filled with explosives, was specially made for the border fence posts. I open it now. It can be closed like this, so that it surrounds the fence post on all sides. It is connected to a detonator from this side, and when it is detonated, the column will collapse, and Hamas militants will be able to infiltrate the kibbutzim on the Gaza Strip.
This means that they had the exact measurements beforehand.
Yes, they took the measurements of the fence posts under the pretext of demonstrations and other civil activities. This frame is handmade.
Some 80% of Hamas's weapons are made locally. The remaining 20% Russian-made from the Soviet era or North Korean, Egyptian, and Iranian. Russian, North Korean, and Egyptian weapons were smuggled to Hamas through a third and perhaps even a fourth party. They were dismantled and parts of them were hidden in food and aid shipments. And Hamas manufactures their duplicates inside the Gaza Strip and even explosive devices.
This is a list of medical equipment explaining everything that this bag contains. It is intended to enable wounded Hamas terrorists to continue fighting. The large quantities of this equipment were intended to allow Hamas to continue the fighting inside Israeli territory for a long period of time.
A huge amount of weapons indicates the amount of intelligence and financial resources that Hamas invested in its military action throughout the years. But it also shows the extent of the difficulties and dangers facing the Israeli forces now during their measured ground advance in Gaza.